What's up, Pepper Pack podcast family? I am the Dr. Pepper teacher, Zach Bowman. With me, as always, is,
It's Konnor, the Dr. Pepper designer.
and we are here for a day late, but whatever, it all works. Diet episode of the Pepper Pack podcast. Barry, you're 23 seconds ahead of us. 1, 2, 23, but I like your enthusiasm.
Yes.
So, Connor, I think we should get this started.
I think Barry already started it, so he got one. I'll get two.
I got 23. All right. Barry saying what's up tonight. So Barry and I are actually heading to Texas tomorrow morning.
Super exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Motherland of Dr. Pepper.
Yep. We got a mission trip we're doing. Um, he's the driver of the church vehicle, and I was seeing what I could do to bribe him to help us leave a little earlier and maybe do a detour down through Waco.
hmm
But it's the rest of the people in the trip that just won't be at church in time, and
Yeah. Hmm, such a shame. What's kind of sad is usually when you travel down to that area,
Mhm.
to be a big tradition with my family, the people at our church, everybody. We would always go, and we would on our way into the Dallas area. We always stop
Mhm.
at Mexico, always get us Dublin Dr. Pepper. We'd go to Dublin. It was always kind of like a rite of passage. We would always it was every year.
Mhm.
Went back.
Mhm.
We'd always have no matter if it was a church trip, school trip, anything, we'd always make it
Mhm.
more because it was just you just had to do it. Now
Yeah.
now it's changed, you can't get Dublin Dr. Pepper, but
Mhm.
still, it's like it's still the same. You can go and get you some regular Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. I wish we still have Dr. Pepper.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so our camp that we're helping at this year is um well, I've talked about the kids that we get to work with before. They do different themes, and this year it's going to be a jungle theme. So
Oh,
I went and hit up Hobby Lobby and the Party City and got all kinds of jungle themed stuff. Barry's telling me I should supply the driver with Dr. Pepper many flavors.
oh,
Barry, I was already thinking about that because I know that tailgate spot or that tailgate, the shotgun spot in the vehicle is probably open. I know there's been some shuffling around. We usually have one person that always gets that. And so I'm thinking if I can bring some. Oh, Barry, I need to go grab my hat. So Barry, he's got this like 3 foot circumference sombrero. I can't say it right now.
hmm,
That he always wears. And he's got a tag that he never takes off the tag on it. And he just leaves it on because it's a great conversation starter. Because I always want to go rip it off, but he'll probably punch me, so I won't do that. Um, but yeah, I went and brought like a Jumanji Safari Guide hat. So I'm just gonna be walking around the whole time. Welcome to Jumanji. Barry said that my dad wants the shotgun spot, but Barry, let me ask you, who would you rather have talking to you the whole ride to Texas? Me or my dad? Because I know I talk a lot, but and I know I kind of talk like my dad, but it's me, Barry, and I have Dr. Pepper.
yeah, pick your poison.
So, Connor, how's your week been going, sir?
I've been making it, man. It's
Making it?
been really good. It's been raining like crazy here, which is
Yeah.
crazy for this part of Texas.
So this is Barry's answer.
Fair.
He's not listening, Barry. I promise you, he's probably falling asleep on the couch or watching TV or something,
Mm,
packing his bag.
yeah.
Now I got to work on a ticker real fast. Okay, so we did a giveaway last episode where I did our spinner for those who were commenting live of the tumbler and the Dr. Pepper flavored bourbon or bourbon flavored Dr. I don't remember how they word it. I don't drink alcohol, but we had two winners. We asked them to email us. I have not received an email with where I could send those prizes. So I went to their YouTube pages and commented on their specific pages saying, "Hey, email the podcast so we can get you that prize sent." So both of these, and I believe it was Elise,
Yeah.
were our winners. So if you would please email the podcast with your name and shipping information where I can send it to you, I would be happy to send it that way. Barry wants me to um, email him something, so Barry, I got you. Um, but yeah, I got some of those prizes. I always feel bad, like, because when I gave away all those comic books,
Yeah.
Hey, Elise, I believe you were one of our winners. Yes, we still need your address. So if you see that email address scrolling across the bottom, if you would send an email to that with your information, and I can get your prize in the mail. With that being said, I am leaving tomorrow for at 8 a.m. for Texas for like a week. So when I get back, I will make sure I get that in the mail for you. But well, there's one of the prizes down that we gotta get away. So good episode. This will make it productive.
Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, Konnor. So let me. I gotta ask you something because I've been adding to my collection, and I need to go grab something I got.
Okay. I don't keep my collection in this room, so it's hard for me to grab something. But
Ugh. So I was able to get this awesome calendar thing.
oh, nice.
So I could put this in my classroom. The logo up here was really faded, and so I'm wondering, do I mess with the Sharpie, or I was thinking about just buying this logo and a sticker because I found like a sticker this size on eBay, same logo that I could just put over. Excuse me.
How big?
I'll get you the exact measurements later. I didn't know if you might be able to make something, but I'm scared for have you mail it.
Well, if it's just a small decal, it's not that big.
Yeah. And then the other thing, there's these month here, and they did notify me in the original post that the months of January and February were missing, and so they kind of have a made up January and February. And so I have January, February, March, April. May, June is missing as well.
Are those plastic or what are those? Like, what are they made out
They're
of?
just they feel very plasticky, just kind of. So I was like, I could probably print something with this color, and just remake it. So I'm not worried about that one. And I left feedback and I said, "Was it?" Oh, that got loud. And I told them that the January, February they mentioned in the original post was missing, but I didn't know the May, whatever one was missing.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is all good. And they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'll refund you a couple bucks." And I'm like, "I'm not worried about it. It's all good. I can make these." I just was just looking all over for it, and I was like, "Did I know that one was not going to be there?" But yeah, these are some sweet little things, and then I can have the different days. Now,
I'm thinking, for the time being, instead of putting the month, maybe you should just put the type of Dr. Pepper up there. You could do just, today's diet. And
oh, you know what we do? is we dedicate each month a different flavor.
There you go.
So that way it's not April, it's vanilla float. It's not March, it's regular. It's not August, it's real sugar.
Yeah,
Ooh, I like that.
yeah. And then what you could do is each one of your little slates there could have maybe the month and the Dr Pepper, and then have a color scheme to it, so
Mhm,
mix match. But I would still keep the original ones.
yeah. Barry's having a conversation with my dad in the comments.
Oh, nice.
Hi, family. Dad, you get to sit in the back of the church vehicle.
Yep.
You're gonna fall asleep anyway.
How long is that drive?
Oh, I don't know. What, 8 hours? I don't know. Maybe
Wow.
depending on how much. And we're stopping in Davis, Oklahoma, at the Arbuckle Fried Pies.
Oh, nice.
And they have, because that's where the Dr Pepper pit stop was. And last year when we stopped there, um, they had the sign up, and I talked to them. And they remembered me. Barry says 6 with stops, 6 hours stops, and so it's actually Barry's birthday last time we were there, and so I love to give Barry a hard time. So every time we stopped, I got everyone to sing happy birthday to him. So at the restaurants we stopped at Bucky's, I got everyone in the Bucky's singing it. Even the Bucky Beaver was there, like the mascot, and he came over and stood next to Barry and took a picture. Uh,
And I'm surprised
uh,
he still wants you in shotgun.
and so actually, by singing happy birthday to him in the Arbuckle Fried Pies, he actually got a free fried pie. So
Oh,
he
nice.
was really happy about that one. At first, he's like, Bowman, I'm gonna leave you at this place. And then I got him a free pie, so he's okay with it. He said, everyone and everywhere. Because like I don't have shame. Like I'm never gonna see these people again. So I was like, all right, everyone can have your attention. We have a very special friend. This is Barry. It's his birthday. So we all sing and everyone just starts singing it. He's like, I'm gonna kill you, moment, but it was fun.
Nice.
So yeah, but I actually reached out to the lady that I knew, that created the Dr Pepper flavor, for the fried pies, and I asked her if she could make some, and she said that she's technically, I don't think, allowed to unless Dr Pepper wants it because they have to make like a big old vat of it, like 50 gallons of it or something like that. And because it's special flavor. And I was like, I might buy that many fried pies because I still to this day have not had a fried pie. Because the time I went down there for the thing, I probably drank a whole 12 pack because they just kept giving away free Dr Pepper, and I was there for the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I drink this like nonstop Dr Pepper like I was doing, and then start eating fried pies, my stomach is gonna hate me on the drive home. And I didn't want to be having to stop in the middle of nowhere, and
I get it.
yeah, just yeah.
It would have been a good story though.
Oh, it would have been a terrible story.
Terrible ending.
Yeah.
Good story.
Good story is how I almost crashed 5 minutes out of Wichita.
Oh no.
This, I don't know what it was. This semi that was in front of me, probably about 30 yards. I see this like cooler size chunk of metal, like those like 50-gallon coolers,
Mhm.
just fall off the back of it. And I had to swerve into the other lane and miss it. And I was like, what in the world? And I was in my wife's new car. So I was just like, whoo, that would not have been good.
Ooh.
Ruined my drive and my wife's car. But yeah. And then we have the stories of I got to meet Kyle Dunn up there. He was the original Pepper Packer. I call him. He's, as far as I know, the first one to make it in.
Yeah.
And I destroyed a blue soda umbrella
I
at the
remember.
restaurant. You've seen that video probably, of the pictures.
I was rooting for you. I was like, yeah, do it.
Oh man, they're like, you can't go inside after that. I was like, watch me. I don't. I'm okay. I don't mind. As Barry said earlier, no shame, Zach.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. But
Well, talking about meetup slash collection of Dr. Pepper. Do you see that they're doing the meetup this week? I think it's this weekend, right?
the convention.
The convention. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Our good friend Sharon. she's going to it, and I told her I would love to, but I'm at my camp, so I can't make it this time. But I gave her a few items that I was like, these are the items I like. If you happen to see them, they're not an arm, a leg, and a rib. You can message me, and
I
when
get
I
you.
have that little break and I'm done calling my family and seeing what's available for sale,
Mhm.
if I can afford anything,
Yeah,
let me know.
that reminds me.
But
Shoot you over what I'm trying to get a hold of
yeah,
this week.
but I'm always a dreamer.
Oh yeah.
Barry's laughing at my rib. Not the Dr. Pepper ribs you made, Barry. Like my actual rib. Like I'll sell a kidney or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even though those were just good.
yeah. But I always, I see the videos like when Dr. Pepper, different companies surprise like their biggest fans when they're not expecting it. So I'm always dreaming, like, for our 1 year podcast anniversary, our 2 year podcast anniversary, if they just show up and redecorate my backyard or like fix my car and paint it like Dr. Pepper colors and add like
Well,
a fridge inside of it or
if you're always thinking about that, then they'll never surprise you because you're
well,
already
I
expecting
know,
it.
but that's what I was like. I was like, I'm going on this trip. I'll be gone a week. And if I came home and they like added to my Dr. Pepper room down here, or like turn my backyard into like the ultimate Dr. Pepper like hangout space,
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that. And I want them to do that, but I don't think they will. But I would
So,
love to be disappointed by them actually doing
yeah.
it.
You were saying that calendar was your most recent find. What was the one before that?
Oh,
I can show you mine. I can show you my
yeah.
most.
Go ahead and show me yours on. I'll look
Oh,
what
don't
I've
make
got.
I grab it. Hold on one second.
Oh yeah, that hot cold thermometer. That'd be nice. I've been looking for one of those. Barry, I would love to make you an honorary Pepper Pack member. Unfortunately, the Pepper Pack has not been accepting. Oh, that's sweet.
Huge.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All in one frame.
You gotta scoot back, but your screen's there. Um, but yeah, ever since COVID hit Barry in 2020, Dr. Pepper hasn't been adding new members. So we have lots of people that would like to be members, and we've actually interviewed different individuals who we felt were worthy based on an application we had on our podcast. Um, but they keep saying that it's going to be opening soon, but they've been saying that for like a year and a half now. And I actually posted in our portal last week that I think they should add 23 members a year.
Yeah, this is an ongoing discussion that we've been talking about
Yeah.
in the Pepper Pack for at least a year, and everyone has their ideas or what they
Hmm.
think they should do. And Dr.
Hmm.
Pepper themselves they have put out like feelers to think what or to see what we all think, and
Hmm.
everyone's kind of shared their anonymous So
Yeah. So one of my previous ones, Connor, my big one was I was finally able to get a thieves bottle,
oh, nice.
1900 thieves bottle.
That's awesome.
Um, and then I finally got that big I'm a pepper tin, about the size of what you were just holding up, but it's the I'm a pepper. And then I got the X-Men Rogue can because I had the Cyclops and I had the Wolverine, but I didn't have the Rogue one.
Mm, yeah.
Dr. Pepper, if you're listening, Barry Maydew votes for Barry Maydew to join the Pepper Pack.
2023. Vote Barry.
And based on those Dr. Pepper ribs he made, I give him a Pepper Pack seal of approval. And his dedication to always tune in and comment during our podcast.
Yeah. Dr. Pepper barbecue badge. At least.
Yeah, that creative pepper badge. Speaking about badges, man, I got to figure out. I don't know what they need me to do to get that. You deserve it, or the creative pepper. I'm always coming up with creative things and making stuff and different ideas, and I'm like,
I mean, we make a podcast. You think that's pretty creative, and
Yeah.
you know, hmm,
I did get the flavor connoisseur, and my guess is that's based on the one episode we did where I ranked the 10 different flavors I had of Dr. Pepper.
yeah, yeah. I was
Mhm.
on that one too, but I didn't get the badge.
Yeah. It's too bad.
Oh well.
I think they should have given you the badge for being creative because you helped me make the picture, or you edited the picture for me.
Well, and for the country sewer, I mean, we do the detours, which
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
come on, come on.
Well, and that's why I'm like the creative one too is like, yeah, between the podcast and then the different things we do on here. Yeah, come on.
All our T-shirts and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, it'd be nice. But we were going to talk about we started talking about the Dr. Pepper convention. So if anyone's out there in the comments watching, have you ever been to the convention? If so, what's the must do things there? Is it just like a big showroom where everyone has their collection out and you get to buy stuff and look at stuff, trade stuff? Or is there actually like a speaker type
Yeah.
taste test setup?
I wonder how involved the museum is. If they just host
Mm,
it there, or if they have special events that are going on. I figured
mm,
on their Facebook and stuff, they've been doing a lot of posts about it. Uh,
mhm,
so I wouldn't be surprised if they had their like mobile truck out there with the Dr Pepper floats and stuff like
mm,
they've done in the past. So
Speaking of Dr. Pepper floats, have
throw-
you been able to get your hands on that special Bluebell?
well, do we want to do our detour real quick?
I'd say this is a good detour in the episode.
Let's do it. Throw the graphic
Let's.
up, and I'll do the intro.
I gotta find it. Things I wasn't ready for.
It's okay. Everybody,
Detour.
welcome to the Dr Pepper detour. Outside the 23 flavors. Zach, are you ready for the one and only Bluebell ice cream Dr Pepper swirl?
Oh, I am ready. I gotta grab it. Hold on. Ugh.
Let me just show off some of this amazing packaging that Dr Pepper and Bluebell teamed up for. It kind of blends in with my background, but hang in there with me, everybody. Look at the packaging on that. New Dr. Pepper float. Let's take a look at the top here. Some amazing graphics. You know, let's see what it says. At Bluebell, we enjoy making and eating ice cream. That's why we were picky about what goes into it. So we chose only the freshest and finest ingredients money can make and buy. Then we mix it with a little love. The result is something special. In fact, most folks think our ice cream is the best in the country. We do too. That's why we all eat and we can and we sell the rest.
Mhm.
If they're that picky about their flavor, let's see. Oh, there's a second caption here. Sorry. Our creamy vanilla ice cream swirled together with a Dr. Pepper flavored sherbet. So it's Dr. Pepper sherbet. Two
Mhm.
iconic brands, one delicious ice cream float.
Mm.
So
I would start eating. I'm sorry, I couldn't wait.
Zach could not wait, which I don't blame him. Let me go ahead and crack this baby open.
So I will say, part of the reason why
Break the float.
Josh and Dario are not on this episode tonight, they got a little
Well, they had other
they,
stuff to do.
no, it's FOMO, fear of missing out. They are not able to get this in their area of the country. So we're gonna pray for them. So let me take 23 seconds real fast and pray for them. Dear Lord, send our friends ice cream. Amen. All right. Uh,
Okay,
mm.
I'm not gonna lie.
Is this the first time you've had it though?
I've had a float with
Well, no, but this is the first time you've had this ice cream.
the ice cream alone. No,
Yeah.
it's the first
Okay.
time. Just trying it. I wanted to save it for the podcast.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll let you talk because I already have done this. But yeah.
Let me just say, right off the bat, great blend. I mean,
Hmm.
it's not too heavy. It's not too syrupy. I mean, it's like a perfect blend. They did. I mean, I wonder
You
why
can
they gave.
almost taste the carbonation in the Dr Pepper.
You're 100% right. I mean, this might be one of my favorite flavor detours. Just saying.
Yeah, like on a scale of 1 to 10, this is a 23,000.
Right on the head. Solid 23 out of our rating.
Hmm.
The vanilla is not too much and overpowering. The sherbet is like,
Yeah, and I almost wonder if that's why they did. Because like, if you ever get an icy of a Dr Pepper, you get this kind of flaky, frosty
yeah.
flavor, and it doesn't. It just mixes it up too much. But the sherbet, I'm thinking, allows the flavor to stay in that
Have you
ice cream.
have you ever heard of an ice cream and sherbet like blended thing before?
N-
I don't think I've ever.
No.
I never thought those would work together, but this is like
Well, it's one of a kind, just like Dr Pepper.
honestly like they hit it right on the nail. I mean, it was
Mm.
so good.
You mean they hit it right on the head? The nail right on the head?
Whichever way you do it.
Yeah, Barry says it's so good and smooth. Like, and my big complaint about ice cream is like once you eat it, like you open it, put it in your freezer, it gets all hard.
Yeah, freezer burn.
Yeah, this I've had and I've eaten multiple times, and it's still like smooth and
It's got
not like
sherbet. It
rock hard. Hmm.
has to be. I mean, and
Hmm.
you can't really see in my ice cream anymore, but the swirl originally on it was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
perfect. It was so awesome. Bluebell. This has to be a permanent,
Hmm.
at least here in
Oh,
Texas.
it is. It is. It is. I've seen on their website. It's a new permanent flavor.
It's so good.
Um, and I've had so many people message me. Like I've had different parents of my students send me emails and like, "Hey, our son or our daughter found this, and they wanted you to know. You probably already know it's out there, but we just want to show you anyway." And their kids got a big old bowl of ice cream. And I was like, "Yes, that's awesome." Um, Barry actually he found some before I did and sent me a picture that he had it, and I was like, "All right, I got to go look for it."
I'm not gonna. I mean, honestly, if you're a Dr Pepper lover, you got to go try it. I know it's
And
not in certain
and
areas, but
if you're lactose intolerant, get some medicine or something. It's worth it.
don't eat the ice cream part. Just eat the sherbet. That's so like a minefield, but it's worth it.
Yeah. So yeah, Barry, we might have to bring back a cooler full of this because it's getting harder to find. Like my grocery store where I usually buy it has been out of stock of it.
Yeah, the first time I went in, the day that it said it was going to drop, I
Hmm.
went to a local Walmart. They didn't have it. I went
Hmm.
to one of our other chains here called United, and I walked up and they had 3 coolers, standing tall coolers,
Hmm.
refrigerators, and they had all their other ice creams, and I was like, "Oh, they don't have it yet." I turned to the right, and they had an end cap freezer, and it was filled to the brim with just Dr. Pepper.
Heck yeah.
Say about 75% of it, those top several shelves and below, had been
Hmm.
cleared out, and so I was like, "Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and grab a few of those," and
Yeah,
I grabbed, like, a one of the
23 of them.
well, I grabbed a large guy, and then I grabbed the call it
Yeah, I got the half gallon.
half
I want I want to save the container once it's all gone. Like wash it out because I love the packaging, but I haven't been able to find the small ones yet.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Well, I
But
do
I
have
want to get.
this was really smart on Bluebell's part because
Hmm.
they've gotten so much traction off of this. It's
Hmm.
been one of their highest selling ice creams. I've been seeing, a lot of message boards uh, on their end saying that this was a good call on their part because it really is blown up.
It's so good.
The only thing is, typically when this happens, you start to see, uh, you'll start to see competitors start to do this. So don't be surprised if you see red soda come out on a different brand or blue soda show up on a different. They're going to copy it. So
Yeah,
try
yeah, but they're gross. So Actually, it makes me laugh. I had some furniture being delivered.
Mhm.
Oh no, there's some guy who was going around knocking on doors, and he was a roofing company, and I'm like, sure, you can look at my roof, tell me if it's broken, and if you can fix it for cheap and not cost me a ton of money.
Mhm.
So he was going around and telling me the things that needed to be fixed, and I offered him some Dr. Pepper, and he's like, "Oh, I only drink," and he said the red side. I was like, "Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa!" I said, "You're gonna lose business saying that name out loud in my house." I go,
Mhm.
"That's we call that the red soda. I don't even speak." He's like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Let me show you my Dr. Pepper room." He's like, "What? Okay, let me see it." So I brought him down to the basement, showed him. He's like, "Can I take pictures or a video?" And I was like, "Sure." He's like, "This is like the coolest thing." He's like, "I'm a collector, and just love how you have it all set up down here, the quick cases." I was like, "Thank you, I appreciate that." And then I gave him a Dr. Pepper as he left, and I was like, "Yep, I will share Dr. Pepper. I'll convert you one salesperson at a time."
Well, I had to put mine down because I will probably eat that whole carton. I'm one of those guys where I'm just the same with my Dr. Pepper. I open a
Hmm.
can, I will just start drinking and drink till it's gone.
Hmm.
That I don't pace myself. I don't sip it. I'm just boom.
You've played Halo with me. How often do you hear my can crack open?
Hey, I know it all too well. But
Hmm.
so I'm putting the ice cream down because
Hmm.
I'll just destroy. But for me, I'm giving it 23 flavor. I'm gonna put it on the top of the list. I'll make a list later,
Of our rankings for the different
all
detours.
the ones that we've uh,
Hmm.
together on,
Yep,
and
this is definitely the best so far.
for sure. And
Sorry, Barry, your ribs are good, but this, whew, you know what I need to eat the ribs and then eat the ice cream.
I'm thinking maybe we have a 23 course meal, and then we just,
Mm.
okay, first course we're gonna have, uh, you know, pepper, bubble gum to start it off, and then we'll have to like map it all out.
Mhm. All right.
Yeah.
Well, well, Connor, I'm gonna have to cut our episode a little short tonight. I'm leaving early in the morning.
Okay,
I gotta go spend some time with the family, but I wanted to do our episode and chat with you and enjoy this Dr. Pepper ice cream.
really good.
But we have I will be gone on the 10th. I don't know if we have a guest yet. We'll work on getting you guys a guest.
Mhm.
But for sure we'll do another diet episode on the 17th. And then I do have a guest set up for our episode on the 23rd. Another one of our Pepper Pack authors.
Cool.
Um, she wrote a really great book that I started reading with my fifth graders this year, and they loved it, and the girls even got into it. It's to give you an idea about what the book is about. It's almost like a reimagined Peter Pan. I don't have the book. Actually, I'm taking it with me to Texas to finish reading on the drive. Um, but it's like imagine if Peter Pan had a brother who is a little bit more sarcastic and never grew up. And the idea is that this boy Cotton Wiley uh, stopped growing at age 10, and his brother became his dad. And when his brother had a son, that son, when he got old enough, adopted him, and then that son had a son. He's like his 13th great uncle is his adopted dad, and this uncle now that he's with doesn't want to have a doesn't want to get married, so it's
Yeah,
kind of throwing a wrench in his plan of always just having a new guardian to keep his secret. So it's been a pretty fun book so far. But yeah, we will have her on, and we'll get a chat with her. And she actually is one of the few Pepper Pack ambassadors that won a year supply of Dr. Pepper.
oh, wow.
So I'm a little bit jealous, and that's not why I've waited this long to get her on the podcast. It's just scheduling conflict. But maybe I'm a little jealous, but that's not why we haven't talked to her. But you working on some more designs? Is that right?
Yep, we have a summer collection, I'm gonna try to drop that, uh, probably, I guess next week when
Hmm.
we do on the 10th.
Hmm.
I'll try to, I'm by myself or, if I'm with one of the other guys, we'll drop it then and
Mhm.
talk about all the designs. I have some really great ones, funny ones. I think I'm going to try to drop maybe 3 designs.
Mhm.
We'll see
Nice.
what
Well, I got my Jesus Loves Dr. Pepper shirt. I'll be wearing that tomorrow when we head down to Texas. So that way, when we stop at like Buc-ee's and different places, and people ask me, "Oh, where can I get that?" I'm like, I'm glad you asked. Look for the Pepper Pack podcast on Redbubble.
Yeah.
So,
happens. Cards.
well, it's always fun to chat with you about Dr. Pepper. And just chat and hang out. Barry, everyone else that was on tonight, thank you for joining us. I always forget what I'm supposed to say half the time, so I gotta get things ready. Nope, that's ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining us. It's been real, not real sugar, because I can't get that. But it's been real, and we appreciate you spending some time with us and drinking Dr. Pepper with us. Go get yourself some Bluebell Dr. Pepper float ice cream. Check out our Redbubble store and all our social media. Follow us. We're always doing fun stuff. And until we drink again, see you next time.
Cheers.